What's going on? Today we do have Giannis in the 1990s. LeBron just came out recently and said Giannis would score like 270 points in an NBA game if he played in the 70s. Today we're seeing if Giannis can be a big enough threat in the 90s to the Bulls and just the rest of the league. He takes an MVP already here in his first season on the Bucks. 27 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks, already looking unstoppable. Giannis did lead us to the 3rd seed in our conference. The rotation it's not bad. We have an 8-man here. However, who Fred Roberts is, Jeff Grayer, Lester Connor, no idea. Jay Humphries, our starting point guard, had 13.7 assists and a steal. Dale Ellis at the 2 had 15 points, shot 36% from 3. Frank, a good 12.7 rebounds, a steal. And then Moses Malone, who's 37, had 13 points and 11 rebounds off our bench. Fred actually had 8 points. Jeff had 10. Lester had 6 and 5 rebounds. Usher shot 50% from 3. Oh my gosh, we have Danny Shays on our team. Pretty sure that's Dolph Shays' brother. We're going to go ahead and simulate this first round against the Knicks here as we do come out in a 5-game series to play D. Brown, Reggie Lewis, Kevin Gamble, Larry Bird, Robert Parrish, Kevin McHale. I don't know why they aren't starting Kevin McHale, so let's go do that real quick. Let's still 32 to 3. Kevin can start at the 4, and they just already have a better starting 5. As we do take the first 2 games of the series, and we go on. Oh my gosh, we're not going to get the sweep. Come on. Okay, don't sell a 3-0 lead. There we go. We do advance to the conference finals where we are playing the MJ-led Bulls, a player who's averaging 33 points. What if we just pair him and Giannis together at some point? We just send it and somehow get him in like a moratorium free agency period, because no way we're trading for Michael Jordan. Is Giannis going to take us to a championship here? We are tied up 1-1 here against the Clyde Drexler-led Trailblazers. One of the best players throughout the 90s era of basketball. Always leads his Trailblazers teams in the rebuilds, as we have a 7-game series here in the finals. At the end of the first quarter, the Bucks are up by 13 points. Giannis, it looks like he's going to go ahead and bring this Bucks team a championship and ruin Michael Jordan's dynasty early on here, as we are going to come out on top, and Giannis is going to take his first finals MVP. Moses Malone, a fantastic NBA player, one of the greats. However, he's 37. He's going to turn 38 this season, and I just don't really see a need in keeping him on the team, especially when the Lakers will give us a future first, which are huge in these rebuilds. And we can also get Vlade Divac at the 5, who can pair really well next to Giannis. I did trade away some of our bench players already, just because I would rather have people on the team that actually know who they are. Like this, Mark Aguirre in a first-round pick from the Pistons. Mark averaged 13 and 5 last season. That is a bench wing and a half right there. We can then see if we could. I know who Dale Ellis is and Jay Humphries. Both of them played phenomenal for us last season, but I'm just going to kind of see what's out there. Derek Harper, Rolando Blackman, nothing that I really want. As far as free agency goes, it's not too stacked. Michael Adams, Dominique, Larry Bird, all great players. Larry Bird's 35 now. Dominique Wilkins is 32, so it's pretty much just a bunch of older guys. I think we're going to go the route of trying to get some role players next to our. We have a good starting 5. We could start Mark Aguirre, or we could. Who else is available for a little cheaper? Lionel Simmons is 23. Oh my gosh, hold up. This isn't bad. For $3 million, that's a decent amount of money. But that's fine. I'm fine with doing that. We still have a ton of cap space as well. We could sign Michael Adams if we really wanted to. Jay Humphries played great for us last season. 13 and 7 really wasn't bad at all. So I think we're going to go the route of getting some bench pieces for once. Something I almost never really do in this era, because it's just so hard to get a deep rotation with how little money there is. But we do have Rex Chapman in our backcourt. Well, let's go ahead and give Doug West a contract. We can run Rex Chapman at the backup 1. He probably is going to go down in overall. I'm really not worried about that at all. So now we have Rex Chapman, Doug West, and Mark Aguirre off our bench. We need to get a backup big. Anton Carr is the man for the job, maybe. Hello? Okay, perfect. For whatever reason, Dale Ellis is refusing to re-sign with us. There goes our starting shooting guard. Not too worried about it, because we were able to get Doug West on a pretty cheap contract in that free agency period, and he averaged like 17 points last season. Giannis just goes back-to-back for his MVP. 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Shaq is now finally in the league on the Timberwolves. Our new additions, Lionel Simmons had 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block. My gosh, he was doing it all. Vlade Divac with 10 points, 9 rebounds, over a steal, and a block. Jay Humphries, 12 points, 7 assists. Dale Ellis, 13 points. Off our bench, Doug West had 10 points. He shot 51% from the field, so he could start when Dale Ellis doesn't come back. Anton Carr had 7 points. Mark Aguirre had 7 and 4 rebounds. And Rex Chapman had 9 points, 3 assists at that backup point guard role. I'm going to start him. We're going to start Rex Chapman here. All right, he can do a little more on the court. Oh my gosh, we already have to play the Bulls after just playing the Celtics. We just got done with D. Brown, Reggie Lewis, Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, and Robert Parrish. And now we got to play Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Oh my gosh, why are his scoring averages actually super far down right now? We're going to take the series game by game. At the end of the day, it's still Jordan. As we are up 3. Oh my gosh, give us the 4-1 win. We are erasing Jordan from basketball right now. We're playing Bimbo Cole, Steve Smith, Glenn Rice, Horace Grant, and Ronnie in the conference finals. If we make it out, we're either playing the Jazz or the Seattle Supersonics. I'm going to take this series game by game because that Heat team is the second seed in the East. Oh my gosh, we're just in a league of our own right now, as we are playing Gary Payton, Ricky Pierce, Derek McKee, Harry Mills, and Sean Kemp. This dude is also always insane. 23 years old, averaging 20 points, 14 rebounds, a steal, 2 blocks. You get him next to Giannis? Talk about a front court, man. All right, we're only up 2-1 here. They do come back and take 2 games in a row. Once again, we have a 7-game series in the finals. At the end of the first, we are down by 1, and we're going to lose the second quarter by 5 as well. Looks like we're just going to lose every quarter here. There it is. We got upset in the finals last season. However, we have that first pick where we can get Chris Webber on the team. Oh my gosh, we can also get Penny. It's up to them too. We're either taking Penny here or we're taking Chris Webber. I like the idea of I just like the idea of having Chris Webber and Giannis. We're doing that. Chris Webber is going to start at that small forward position, already an 81 overall for us this season as well. As far as the moratorium period goes, oh my gosh, we're definitely going to clear up some money. For whatever reason, the Mavericks will give me Alonzo Mourning. We are giving up 2 great players, starting caliber wings and guards here, but getting Alonzo Mourning is just a no-brainer. He's one of the younger players. It should be his sophomore season coming up. Yeah, averaged 14 and 7 as a rookie. All right, what we're going to do with the rotation is beyond me, but oh my gosh. We have D-Rob at the 5. I really don't want a player like Alonzo Mourning coming off our bench here. He's a starting caliber big already. Am I really about to run Chris Webber or Giannis at the 2? You know what, Giannis, go to the shooting guard position. Might as well. We'll have Chris Webber at the 3. And then Alonzo Mourning, we're going to move him to the power forward position. Just going to go with the biggest rotation possible. The 90s is not ready for the kind of basketball we're about to play. We can also give Gerald Wilkins a contract here. I don't know who that is, but we need him. We're gonna do the 8-man rotation. Let's be real. We don't really need anybody else either. Off the bench, we're just gonna run Rex Chapman, Gerald Wilkins, and Anton Carr with D-Rob, Alonzo Mourning, Chris Webber, Giannis, and Jay Humphries in the starting 5. The Supersonics beating us in that final series was the worst thing they could have done. They got a championship, but they also just unleashed whatever NBA team this is. I don't know of any single team, past, present, future, that could stop this squad, as we do win 71 games, and Giannis wins his 3rd MVP in a row. This time, MJ does take Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis is on that All-NBA first team. My gosh, see, look, we got rid of Lionel Simmons. We got Alonzo Mourning, but he's on that All-NBA first team now. As far as the All-NBA second team goes, we have no one there. MJ's down to it, though. And then for the 3rd team, we also have no one. Rookie Penny does make it as a 20-point per game scorer. Giannis is on that all-defensive first team with D-Rob as well. And Chris Webber does make that all-rookie first team. Alonzo Mourning, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. Chris Webber in his rookie year had 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block. David Robinson had 14, 11, 2, and 2. Jay Humphries had 12 points, 7 assists. This man has been averaging 7 assists every single year. Off our bench, Rex Chapman had 12 and 5. Anton Carr had 7 points. And then Gerald Wilkins had 8 points. Rex Chapman's per 36 stats are really good. In the first round, we do have the Detroit Pistons with Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Robert Horry, Dennis Rodman, and Bill Laimbeer. Dennis Rodman's a 16 rebound per game player. That is ridiculous. Not worried about that team at all. Once again, we are playing the Bulls in the conference semifinals. They haven't really been a threat to us at all. And let's be honest, we have a prime Giannis right now at the shooting guard position. If there's anybody that's locking up a prime MJ, it's gonna be him. He's 6'11", 240 pounds there as we get the clean sweep over. Now playing the Charlotte Hornets with J.R. Reed, Larry Johnson, Kendall Gill, Gary Grant, and Dell Curry, as well as Muggsy Bogues, who's off their bench out of nowhere. They took the first game of the series. Oh my gosh, end game. They're up 3-1. Okay, there we go. We take it back and we have a 7-game series. No way we're about to lose to a team with a 5'3" Muggsy Bogues. We're running the biggest rotation the NBA has ever seen. It looks like we are gonna... No, it's actually a close game. We may run away with it here in the 4th as we do win by 10, where we're once again playing the Seattle Supersonics. Sean Kemp, a player I really wish we were able to take from them this past offseason, as we are up 3-0. Yeah, just go ahead and give us another championship. Giannis just won another MVP in a row. We pretty much just ran back the same roster, except we have Ed coming off our bench now. Didn't really do much. 4 and 6. Gerald Wilkins off the bench at 6. I also threw Jay Humphries there as a 6th man. Averaged 10 points, 6 assists. We did start Rex Chapman, who had 15 points, 5 assists, and just a better assist to turnover ratio. Giannis, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and a block, which got him yet again his 4th MVP in a row. Chris Webber's up to a 20-point per game score. Alonzo Mourning, a 91 overall now with 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks. David Robinson with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. I really don't see any single NBA team in the playoff picture beating us. Like, I'm just going to simulate these rounds. I'm not worried about it at all. The Bulls get swept in the conference semifinals again. Jordan is doing absolutely nothing this video. Once again, we do have the Heat, who have Steve Smith starting, up to a 20-point per game score as well. This time we are playing the Warriors with Tim Hardaway, Tarunas, Marcelunas, Chris Mullin, Victor Alexander, PJ Brown, Billy Owens, Tyronn Hill, Marcus Liberty on the roster. Not worried about it, as they do take the first game of this series as well as game 3. And then we go up 3-2. We close the series out in 6 games. Giannis wins another MVP. Giannis is a GOAT. Let's just say it how it is. Throughout these 4 seasons, 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, over 60% from the field. And then look at the accolades. NBA champion 3 times, 4 MVPs, 3 finals MVPs, was a 4-time All-Star, made that all first team All-NBA 4 times in a row, and 1 Defensive Player of the Year. That's the GOAT. It's just that simple. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you all with the next video.